Welcome back to Black Man Problems, the show where we talk about everything controversial,
The bizarre.
and the exciting. And this dude right here is Ciaran Callum.
And this dude right here is Anthony Brown.
And today we're going to talk about ISIS. What is ISIS? What is it all about? What do they want? Yeah.
So, the story of ISIS and how they got together
Yeah.
actually runs back to about 1979.
Yeah.
Long story short, Russia invades Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And Muslims from all around the Middle East, they're up in arms. They feel like it's a insult that they were attacked. And then they basically, Muslim men from the Middle East, go into Afghanistan and form a resistance called the Mujahideen.
Yeah.
And they're fighting against Russia.
The CIA actually hired what was to be ISIS to go out and attack Russia.
They funded it. Yeah, and Osama bin Laden was part of the Mujahideen.
Yeah.
So Osama bin Laden was originally funded by America. America loved Osama bin Laden.
See, conspiracy theorists right now, the brains, cogs going.
Then, in 2001, basically Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden's group, they attack America on September the 11th.
Yeah.
Now, America is pissed off, as you can understand. They then basically attack Afghanistan looking for Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden legs it back to Pakistan. Abu Musab al-Zarqawi runs to Iraq. 3 years later, the US basically attack Iraq. When the US attack Iraq in 2003, this is basically what kicks everything off. Because in Iraq at the time, Saddam Hussein was running things. He was the big cheese, he's the dictator, he's the head honcho, he's the man on top of things. Now, there's two groups of Islam, there are two main groups, there's the Shia and then there's the Sunni. Saddam Hussein was a Sunni, but the Sunni are the minority in Iraq. They're actually 35% of Iraq and it's 65% Shia. But Saddam Hussein, even though he was a Sunni, wasn't really a religious guy. So he basically dominated with his iron will and kept the religious groups like apart and handled them.
Yeah.
So then when America come and then they destroy the country and they take out Saddam, essentially you've got a situation where you've got a prison, and in the prison you've got like the Negro gang, you got the Mexican gang, and you got the Aryan nation, and then you kill the warden and then everybody just goes nuts and kills each other. As well as that, basically when the US attacked Iraq, Muslims around the world saw this as just as big an insult as back when the US, back as when Russia attacked Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They weren't fucking happy at all. And then people came in to join the insurgency to fight against America. Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. He is heading up a rebel group, and his rebel group is just like, they're hardcore. Eventually his group becomes Al-Qaeda in Iraq. In Syria you've got the government fighting against rebels who are also fighting against this new Al-Qaeda group.
Yeah.
They war, and then the Islamic State in Iraq basically wins and then spreads into Syria, and then they become the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria.
Which
ISIS.
is ISIS.
Lord have mercy.
There you go. In the nutshell. So that is how ISIS kind of came about. Some other people have controversial issues to say that, and they say that ISIS was kind of developed by the government to create a boogeyman, so everyone is scared of some kind of belief or other to encourage the people to want to go to war, because a lot of people reckon 9/11 was caused by the government themselves, and they killed a load of people just to get everyone reared up to say, right, we're going to war, we need to go over there. And it was just a case of they wanted to go over there for the oil and whatever it is.
It's very interesting as well as you say that. At some point, it's 2013, or was it 2014? I think it's 2014. But President Obama goes, we need to go to war. Well, we need to invade Syria because of everything that's going on over there. We need to get in Syria. It might have been 2013.
True.
That was not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad
That was not a bad. I was thinking when you was doing it, that was a good impression.
Oh my, thank you. But then the whole world says no, and then immediately afterwards we're attacking ISIS. I mean, like ISIS comes out even, and then ISIS comes on the scene and it's like, oh shit, now we have a reason. So it does make.
And that seems to have happened in a lot of major wars, in Pearl Harbor, and the same with 9/11. A lot of people say that we attacked ourselves, so we'd encourage everyone to go to war then. And now this ISIS character's coming out
apparently
of nowhere.
Happened with the Vietnam War as well.
But apparently every war has kind of gone that way, where they've wanted to go there anyway for some certain reason, and then out of the blue, they've done this actually, therefore we need to go over there. Even with Osama bin Laden, there's rumours that he died ages and ages ago, and then they had someone replace him because they still wanted to have this boogeyman that we could use as a way to keep everyone in fear, so they could be over in that country anyway. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. I don't know what to believe, but when it comes to 9/11 myself, I'm like, I don't believe how so much that these guys out back in the sand dunes took over 3 planes, threw them into buildings, and those buildings came down perfectly like this, like a controlled explosion. This doesn't seem right to me, but these are the reasons why I think you get ISIS come out of the woodwork. That's why Obama and America want to go to Syria, because there's something else there that they want.
Do you know about what it is that ISIS wants?
Well,
they want to achieve.
What I've heard is they just want, world domination, as it were. But caliphate.
So basically, what a caliphate is, it's an Islamic empire.
Yeah.
Basically. So there have been caliphates in the past. Like, there was a period in history when Islam was like dominating the globe.
Yeah.
And that's what ISIS want to start again. So they actually claim they're a caliphate now.
Yeah.
So they're in Iraq and they're in Syria, and they call that the caliphate.
Yeah.
And Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is the caliph.
Yeah.
Which is basically like the Pope, except he has more power. So they want to spread that worldwide. So what ISIS want to do is, if they found me or you, they'll basically say, look, you've got 2 choices. You can either embrace Allah.
Yeah.
And basically give up things like alcohol, give up women who you're not married to, give up basically anything that's fun, or you can have us kill you.
If you think about it, if you want someone to join a faction and you think they should be a part of this belief, shouldn't they be there on their own terms, as opposed to fear of death?
No, they don't care about that at all.
It's just, you should be doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very, very interesting the way they see things.
So they want the whole world to follow what I would say the Sharia law. They want everyone to go by this belief of being Muslim and follow the Sharia law and just follow this route because this is the way that it should be.
Well, they get personally offended by the way we live over here.
Yeah.
I mean, well, at least that's what they say. Like they've got a magazine called Dafiq, and they have.
But this is ISIS. This isn't Muslim. This isn't the Islam's beliefs. This is not every Muslim, every Islamic person believes this. This is extremists. I think take it to this level. Just make that clear. Yeah.
But yeah, they look at the West and they think basically that we're the most evil people around. Everything about us is stuff that they detest. So the very fact that me and you will sometimes date women and have sex with them without being married to them, disgusting. The fact that we drink alcohol, disgusting. The fact that you and I have no problem with gay people, disgusting.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, a lot of the times, like, if you look back in the day, like old-fashioned views on everything, right? That's how a lot of people thought, and I feel like a lot of people have moved on since then, and some of those laws don't seem to, or those kind of ways of thinking haven't moved on for them at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, say, like Sharia law. Let's go through a few of the things that, you know, I was quite shocked. So I thought I knew all these, but when I read some of these, I was like, man, that is harsh. So, like, theft is punishable by amputation of the right hand. So you stole something. This hand's coming off. You no longer have that hand. When you stole an apple, they took your whole hand. You've seen the Aladdin film. You know? He goes to do it in that. Criticizing or denying any part of the Quran is punishable by death. Criticizing Muhammad or denying that he is a prophet is punishable by death. Criticizing or denying Allah, the God of Islam, is punishable by death. A lot of these are, punishable by death. A lot of these things are pretty, like, hardcore. A man can marry an infant girl and consummate the marriage when she's 9 years old.
They can take sex slaves as well.
It sounds shocking to a lot of people now, but, like, back years and years and years ago, there were rules like this kind of everywhere, and it was normal. But now, when you look back at them, they're very dated, and they're very kind of like, okay, you can't do that kind of thing. That's not, you know. Whereas in the Sharia law, they still stand very strong, and, like, gosh, I don't think many people could, abide by those rules. So I don't know how, what does the future hold? They want world domination. They want these laws across everywhere, but I don't think everyone's going to be down with that.
Well, everyone might not have a choice if they were to actually achieve their goals, because, like, another thing about ISIS is the execution videos. They're a very professional outfit. It's well put together.
Yeah.
I was watching some of their videos, and it's not what you want it to be. You want it to be some amateur.
Yeah,
bullshit.
really scruffily put together, but they're actually
with spelling mistakes and stuff like that, grammatical errors. Nah, it's
professional.
It's slick. The stuff that they do is slick, which gives you an idea of like the sort of people that they've got working for them.
Well, speaking of which, remember like they caught what was Jihadi John. He was like from the UK.
Yeah.
He was from around these sides. Do you know what I mean? He was doing like possibly doing a course in media.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And then he goes over there after becoming what they say radicalized.
This is the thing. A lot of people who become radicalized and go to ISIS, they're like middle class. They've got skills.
Yeah.
It's not like, some guy, some like street rat like Aladdin from Agrabah, and he's got nothing going for him.
Street rat.
Dun, dun, street rat. I don't buy that. Why won't they look closer?
But yeah, what they do is a lot of them are middle class, and they take them in.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know what it is? Then you get someone who's, like, been a drug addict for many years, or they've gone down a really bad path, and they're alone, they've been bullied. They're looking for an answer. They're looking for a tribe, guidance. And if you're lost and looking for something, a family.
Yeah, that's it. And you get to be gun-tote, and you get to drink, boom, 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 down the infidels. I can see how it would be attractive.
So this is how it happens.
Not that I'm saying I want to join ISIS.
We're just trying to figure out how people do join it, why they get caught up in it, what do they want, how is it going to end? Because no one's going to follow. Like the whole world isn't going to want to do. Why can't everyone just have their own religion and just roll with that and just have just live their life?
Well, that's what I was.
Why can't it just be like that?
Because some people get offended by the presence of other belief systems because they're not that confident in their own.
If it's offending, if it's harming you, then maybe like if it's physically harming you in some way where you're getting hurt in it, then but if it's just I don't like the way they do that, doesn't really affect me, I don't have to do that, then
I'm with you, but they think it does. This is it. So like they'll like hop onto YouTube or something, and then they'll see like a video of like Lexi Pantera twerking. Fabulous woman, by the way. Fabulous.
Yeah, she's good.
Lexi. But and then
twerk.
And they will hate it. Like
disgusts me.
Yeah. Like they would say that video does hurt them.
Like I feel like I shouldn't be able to convince you. How could you not like twerking? How would you not like Lexi twerk?
You see, this is it. They do like it, and that's what the problem is. Because they love seeing her twerk.
You know what it is?
But
it's just the way you were raised. It's just what you were brought upon. That is what's the norm to you. It's like if you're a racist, you were brought up by your father who's in the KKK. You're gonna grow up with those same beliefs and same thought process. That's what it is. It's how you're raised, how you're brought up. That's how you will be throughout. And you can't really divert from that because the world's massive. So everyone's gonna grow up in different areas and grow up with different kind of thought process. You can't really force your thought process if you were brought up in a completely different way to the next man over there who was brought up in another way. You can never win this. You can't ever win this. You know what it is? The women have a bad deal in there. I was looking at them Sharia laws. The women get the worst deal. The worst deal. Like what does one of these rules say here? No. Oh wait, here we go. Girls' clitoris should be cut. That's one. A woman who has been raped cannot testify in court against her rapist. A woman can't drive a car. A woman cannot speak alone to a man who is not her husband or relative. A lot of the rule, the things is what the woman cannot do.
Yeah.
Why can't we all just get along?
Exactly.
Shit.
If you prick us, we bleed. There's no need for
if
the
it bleeds,
man.
we can kill it.
Yeah, but why kill it when we can just
nurture it
and cuddle it and just say, you know what?
Have you thought about doing this way?
And we have our way. You're a Muslim and you think Jesus was God's prophet. You're a Christian and you think he was the son of God. Close enough.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
You still both like Jesus.
Yeah. Keep it as
You still both think he's awesome. I don't know. But what do we know?
Anyway, till next week, we are BlackManProblems, and we will see you again. Actually, we might be doing something different next week.
Yeah, we might be actually. So we're not going to say what that is.
It's going to be good though.
But if you tune in next week and you will
It's
see
gonna be good.
something special.
We're really different.
Hello, Ramina. Hello.
Hello.